Hi guys, so I was really not planning about doing this kind of video because I kind of didn't want it to make like the rant type of video on my channels, but 2017 just started. I just connected to my social media and I can see that people already started with the bullshit and I'm like, I can't. So let's talk about 4 things we must leave in 2016 and not do again this year. Number 1, mourning about celebrities' death. Like for instance, George Michael just died. I mean, I get it, you liked his music. I mean, I liked him too. Wake me up before you go, like a yo-yo. Wake me up. I get it, it's the death of an icon and you kind of like sad because you're never gonna like have more of his music or anything, but like he wasn't your dad, he wasn't your boyfriend, he wasn't your mom. Like, stop looking for excuses to justify your depression or your sadness. Like, let's just be real, you were depressed before he died and you probably will still be depressed when his mom and his relative will be over it if you keep like looking for excuses to be like depressed. Just get over it. Like, come on, I didn't even hear you post any of his music before he was dead, so let's move on. Second thing we must leave in 2016, self-depreciative like humor. Like, I'm kind of tired of all the people, like, I don't know, for instance, with like the memes, people sending you memes like, oh, this would be me, and it's like, I don't know, I don't have any probably because I try to like forget it as soon as I like heard about it, but sorry, you're saying? You kind of feel like you're being funny, but you're not really being funny. You're just being like making people feel embarrassed for you and sad for you and look down on you when you're just like thinking you're being cute and funny. It's not cute and it's not funny. It might entertain people who are like depressed just as you are, but the other people just are like, and some of them might just use you on the day they're really feeling like down and depressed because they like to have someone they're looking down upon. They're like, oh, she's always depressed, so I might as well talk to her or talk to him because I gotta feel better because I feel like I'm not at her level. So yeah, personally, I mean, I have my day of like self-depreciative humor, and it's nice to have like humor upon self and to be able to laugh about yourself, but still now more about obnoxious humor. Oh, I have a huge pimple over here. Have you seen my pimple over here? Say hi to my pimple. I'm gonna put a little bit of cream to make it shine. I have a pimple, but I'm still very gorgeous and I totally have it going on. It is more my thing, and I would rather like 100 times be around people who keep bragging all the time about any fucking thing that people who always keep like comparing themselves and saying they're like not good enough or something. Which leads us to number 3, comparing yourself to the other bitches. You are not the other bitches, so comparing yourself to them just don't make any sense. You can never be in their shoes anyway. You're just not coming exactly from the same place. So I don't know, it really doesn't make any kind of sense. And comparing yourself to other, whether you like putting yourself ahead of them or under them, is never a good thing, because it's either gonna make you depressed and feel like you're not good enough, or it's either gonna make you feel like you are better than everybody else, which is also not true. You are yourself and you are great and amazing, but you don't need to like compare yourself to other in any kind of ways. For instance, when you know that you're already good at something, you don't need any kind of comparison. I know I'm smart, I know I'm I'm not good at my job, I know I'm not funny. I don't need to know if I'm like funnier or if I look better or if I'm like I don't know that anybody else. As long as I know I'm good at it and I enjoy it, it's more than enough for me. And fifth thing, just stop whining. Like I can't. Where's my? I need to like. I just can't with like people whining all the time. I just feel like, okay, please stop it. And for certain reason, a lot of people feel like, maybe because I'm always like positive, even if I'm not on the top of my game, I just don't go around like whining and crying to everybody. I just stay by myself and I focus on myself. I don't know, I sleep, I chocolate, I watch, I distract myself until I feel better, and then I'm back. But I'm never gonna go around just like whining and like crying or anything like this, because it's just not helpful and just doesn't make you any help, and it also doesn't help people to listen to them like whining. So right now I have no guilt in ignoring the shit out of people who just come around to whine. Like I might be like on Facebook on a Sunday night, and then someone who didn't talk to you for like ages is just like, hey, and you know that bitch is gonna come whining. What do? Do you reply or do you ignore? You might feel bad by ignoring because you might be like, oh, I'm not being a good friend. Because that person might need someone to listen to them and to cheer them up, which can be the case, but it really depends on the situation and of the type of people. Some people just chronically like whining and complaining and searching for the little negative thing that they can find around and focusing on it and talking about it. These kind of people, I have no mercy on them. I'm just like, and before I would like try not to open the message so they don't see I've seen it, but now I'm just like, okay, seen, and I just do not reply. Because I know it's not of no help for myself and it's not of any help for them as well, so why would I just train them into whining even more? So I'm just like, okay, bye bitch. So please leave this into 2016. Just leave the sad boy and the sad girl club. Do not reconduct your subscription for 2017. Please leave. For myself, what I'm gonna leave in 2016 is whining about people whining, because it's still whining. So this is really what I'm gonna try and doing this year. Just ignore it totally and stop talking about it and stop focusing on it until it just disappears and vanishes from my life. So everybody have a happy new year. Holla! Well, I just want to say I feel fabulous, I look fabulous, and I am fabulous. So now let's 2007 begin.